All right, so we got this question from Crash Davis 010. To me, it says, Ahmed, what is your favorite clip from Unbuttoned?
Wow.
So I had to go back and think about my favorite or most memorable moments from the time that we have spent together. And so I have a few honorable mentions here from what we have done. There's, of course,
I have no idea where this is going.
There's the time, and I don't think Pete has brought this here, and we don't need to bring this. There's the time that I accidentally swore on the podcast. So
all-timer.
What the F happened Wednesday, and I was tired. I don't know what was going on.
And you blurted it out and got the most embarrassed I've ever seen you get embarrassed in your life.
I turned very red.
You turned red for the first time ever in your whole life.
Yes.
I've ever seen you get red.
Yeah.
Like you were literally going to be taken into the principal's office and they were going to suspend you from school.
Well, it was like if I was going to swear, I didn't want it that way. It was just like it came out.
You wanted to come out with some more vigor
I wanted
there.
to mean to do it, and
Right.
it didn't happen. So that's the honorable mention. Also, I remember when we did the homies snap count. One off season.
Red 4.
Red 4, yeah. I did my
4.
red 4. But then we had everyone submit theirs. I thought that was cool. Because it was one of the times, and the homies have contributed so many times, but it was one of those times where it was like they would send them in, the audio, they put themselves out there, and Pete says we actually did not air one of them from back in the day, and it's been gnawing on Pete this whole time. He's got a whole folder of these snap counts. So this is from, is this Trevor Newsom? Pete, is this okay? All right, Pete, let's hear it.
Green 420. Green 420 set.
That's a nod to something else I learned from you that I did not mention.
Back to the weeds again. You're in the weeds again.
Back into the weeds, but well done, Trevor. And that was cool.
That was good.
That was cool to hear that.
Green, you got to be more like green 420, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Green 420, man.
I feel like you would get some offside or some false starts with that. All right, but here's my top 5 most memorable moments. Number 5 for me was it was your birthday. And Morgan surprised you, this is a couple years ago, with a birthday cake. And I don't know what got into you that day, but you thought we were messing with you in such a way to where you were as freaked out as I have seen you on this pod.
Well, context matters, okay? Yeah. And the week before that, or was I had the day before that show I had what, Catherine Tappan, who had tried, it was the year maybe before.
It was a year. Look at this. There you are. Look at I have never seen you move that spastically. Like, you're a cool operator. Nothing rattles you.
I thought I was being set up. I knew, I just was like, because the year before on my birthday, Catherine Tappan tried to smash a cake into my face.
Right.
So
I remember that.
So I kind of was like, all right, it's my birthday again here. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel. We had gone through like basically the whole show.
Yeah.
And I just caught a peek out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, oh no, it's coming. They're trying to get me. And I used my cat-like reflexes to get out of the way.
And I think I remember saying, Morgan would never do that. Why would you ever think she would do that? She's too sweet. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Is there...
We got a cake for you.
There's an actual cake for me being rolled into the studio right now.
Oh, it's a special one.
Oh,
we're sending you out with a bang, literally, all right? This is big bang.
This is a dream come true. Because, I don't like to eat cake because I'm not a sugar guy.
No.
I actually do not like sugar.
Right.
I am more of an artificial sweetener.
Oh, my God.
Like, I am okay with that.
Yeah,
the studies have been inconclusive so far on how the long-term effects. So, Mackenzie, oh, my gosh. Look at this.
You're quite
now,
the baker.
that is a 3-layer.
Yeah.
Oh, when we've got the ghost and the C4.
Oh, man.
Mackenzie,
3 layers of cancer for you. You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that.
You're welcome there, man.
Now, this is not a sponsor of the podcast, but I have supported them throughout the past few years.
Yes,
here.
you have.
And in your honor, I have tried to cut back a little bit. And, I've done that throughout the podcast.
Right.
I don't think I'll ever be able to completely give it up.
No,
but,
you're an addict.
We all have to have our vices, so Thank you for that.
Wow.
We will cut the cake here at the end of the podcast.
You have to chug 2 of them before the podcast is over.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, you got one there hiding behind your water bottle.
I already have one right here too. I am a junkie. Number 4 for me is when you had to kiss my feet. That is most memorable with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. You go, hey, if they make the playoffs, I will kiss your feet, and you actually had to do that.
I know.
And we did that. We did it.
We did that.
I
don't know who felt worse, you or me, actually.
It was uncomfortable.
Yes.
I think for everyone, including the people watching. Number 3 was a recent one when I said we like big gongs on this podcast, which I was
all-timer.
I was referring to like the decagons,
right?
Whatever septagons that we see during the scouting combine.
Yeah.
Did not sound like
it became a thing, though.
It became a thing.
Let's see his gong. What's it look like?
Yes,
It was a great running joke throughout the spring.
It was very
that
good.
I did enjoy. That was very good.
Another running joke that I did not enjoy quite as much
Right.
was number 2, the sweaty pit talk. And this carried us through maybe the first 3 years of the podcast.
I'm glad you brought this up. I thought you'd shy away from this, maybe.
This is, it's not my favorite, but this is the most memorable for me, and I will definitely never forget you pointing out every single time I had sweaty pits.
Yeah, I had to pick you because you're perfect. So I had to pick something out. Something had to be there.
Yes.
You're like the most model citizen I've ever seen in my life, right?
Yeah.
And, at that point, you hadn't sworn yet. So
I had
only
not.
thing I could do was get on that a little bit. And maybe, what was the other thing? You're brushing the teeth, right? Then we get
Once
on
a
that
day.
as well.
Yeah, once a day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Optional once. You did once a day.
No, it's mandatory,
It's mandatory
but once a day.
Right.
Once
Which
a
is
day.
amazing. And your teeth are really good.
Thank you.
And I'm brushing twice, and mine aren't so good. So I don't know what the
You're
hell
a
the
coffee
problem is.
drinker, though, probably.
I am. I am
so
a
that's
coffee drinker.
That's hard.
But yeah, you fixed your problem though.
It's
I was going
a
to
lot
bring it
better.
up today, whether you got there or not today. Yeah, no sweat. I don't know what you've done.
I don't know what happened there, and I don't know
think-
why it was happening to me because it hadn't previously.
I think we were at it. It was the same with me, and we're similar in age.
Yes.
Right. You're a little older than me.
Like a few months. I think. Yeah.
Right. But I don't know if we were going through something chemically at that time because of our age, because I was having my own sweaty pit problem. That's why I was calling you out on it, right?
Yeah.
I still have those issues, but for whatever reason, like the last year, 7-8 months, I've noticed that I haven't been having to battle that as much. So I don't know if I'm just getting older now.
went through
and
that
my
phase.
chemicals changed or what. I don't know.
From
there.
42 to 45,
Yeah.
you really hit the sweaty pit phase. And then after
Seriously.
that, so that's certainly memorable. But number 1, I think for me, most memorable is
Yes.
our Lions NFC Championship game 4th down argument, which really was the only time in this podcast where it got a little bit heated.
Yes.
Because obviously I was super disappointed about my Lions losing. It was a crushing loss. It was the most, it took me a week to recover. Honestly, grown man, it took me a week to recover from that one. And so I was even more sensitive than normal. And you know me, I've always been a big proponent of going for it, aggressive, just try. I think we've probably been too conservative in the past.
Yeah.
And so that was the only time where mom and dad fought.
It was real. It was the only time ever. I remember the night before a little with the text going, "Oh, Ahmed's going to be coming in hot tomorrow." Like I could tell you were definitely like just motivated to talk me out of my position.
Oh.
And he did all the research.
I did so much research.
He's great from 37 to 39, but he's a little off from 41 to 43.
I looked at the last time Badgley had kicked a field goal outdoors from 45 yards or longer, and it had been like multiple years or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, I was so angry, and that was we were texting the night of the game when the Lions are blowing it. They're 17 points up. I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I had been drinking a little bit too that night, enjoying the game.
So you were feeling yourself.
I was feeling it, but then I was angry, and then I was sad, then I was disappointed, and then I do remember that text chain because I'm going off on that text chain. It's with everyone. And it was like Tony Dungy's on there.
You did. You fought back against Dungy too. You did. You were telling Dungy.
A little out of character for me,
It was.
But those were real emotions.
They were real emotions, and that was the only time ever I remember being on the podcast set with you, looking at you, going, he's visibly shaken right now. He's visibly angry.
Yeah.
And he's mad at me. He's mad they lost. It was as emotional as I've ever seen you get.
Yes.
Gosh, they should have kicked that field goal. What were they thinking?
If they would have kicked it and made it, yes, I would agree with you there. We do have a photo of you kissing my feet back in the day.
So
there
great.
it is. Oh,
Great.
there it is, right before the kiss,
Wow.
or right after.
What's weird is Pete has this on his phone as my picture when I call, right? So he when I call, he's got to degrade me and put me in like this right here. How dare he?
Yeah,
right
every time you call him, just know he is thinking about that time you kissed a foot. Just every single time.
That was awesome, man.
Those were with it. And there any more that you would add in there? No, I think that's...
you hit the pretty good ones. You really did. Your red 4 was definitely one of my favorites. Raid 4.
Yeah,
where all of a sudden you went to Oklahoma and you guys became an accent. I don't know either. That was a really good one. Yeah. Of all the options, Pete's right. You went with Red 4.
Yeah.
Red 4. I like it.
Made no sense.
Yeah. Yo, homies. What's up? Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. And just because the weather's warm doesn't mean football ain't still on our brains right here.
We are still working, so smash that subscribe button. We got all the training camp news, preseason news, everything up until kickoff night.
Thanks for watching. And again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.